Hi, I'm Mark. I have an oven in my car and little to no experience in baking. Here's how I sleep, camp and bake in my car.
Welcome back to another episode of Baked in My Car. Today we're camped in Warramai country and we're going to be doing a little bit of a setup video. A few years ago I did a video showing the FJ camper setup, but a few things have changed since then, so I thought I'd give you an update. Now let's get started with the roof rack and awning. The first thing I want to show you is these Tyre awning ropes. They have a little mesh bag that holds all the excess rope, which makes it super easy to pack away and prevents them from getting tangled while they're travelling. For an awning, I'm using a Darche Eclipse 270 awning which opens on the driver's side of the car. This is really handy for an FJ, where the back door opens to the left. I have this mounted on a factory FJ Cruiser roof rack, and here's how I've done it. The next thing mounted on the roof rack is a shower tent made by KickAss. This is really handy because we sleep in the car, so don't have the privacy of a tent or anything to get changed. It's also pretty handy for when you're having a shower.
And for showering, I wash myself with a sponge on a hose.
I reviewed the geyser systems in an earlier episode. Here's the slide-out solar rack that powers everything. I have 430 watts permanently mounted with 110 that slide out when you need them at camp. And now onto the camper fit-out. I sleep in the car on a full-length bed platform that's fully extended at 180 centimeters and has enough room for 2 people. The back seats are still retained with the seat bases removed, and it can be reversed in a few minutes. Whilst it's a little cozier than a lot of vans, there's still enough room for 2 people and it fits a double-sized quilt with no trouble. Under the bed, there's storage for tools, food, camp chairs, and all other pieces of camping gear. I have a Scirocco fan to keep things cool. And in the night, I have floodlights on the roof rack and strip lights in the awning. To keep the food cool, I have a Waco CD30 drawer fridge and a Brass Monkey 8-litre fridge that I use as either a freezer or a drinks fridge. It also works pretty well as a bedside table with the phone charger. For cooking, I have a Primus Kingia stove that's mounted into a drawer. I use this in almost all of my videos, so you've probably seen it before. Next to the stove, I have a slide-out table that I built into the drawers. And here's the reason my channel's called Baked in My Car. This is a Travel Buddy oven that's a 12-volt marine oven that gets up to 200 degrees Celsius. I use it in all of my videos and I've customized it with the Somerville Metalworks tray and an insulated door. In addition to the oven, I use a 2000 watt inverter to cook toast and boil water. And I store all of my cooking gear and appliances in this drawer. And for drinking water, I use this 29-litre water tank that's mounted near the bed. Now onto the 12 volt and electrical. To power everything, I'm using a DCS lithium 180 amp hour dual battery kit that mounts in the engine bay and replaces all of the batteries including the starter. These are wired in parallel with equal length cabling and everything is measured through a Victron smart shunt. The majority of the system is using Victron gear and it's all monitored using a Raspberry Pi running Venus OS. This is networked to the Victron remote management portal, which allows me to see everything that's going on no matter where I am in the world. Here's a list of everything that's in the car. Now I want to show you the recovery and off-road gear that I use. I use an ARB single compressor to pump up my Mickey Thompson BAJA Boss AT tyres. On the roof rack, I have some Maxtrax mounted on a KAON folding rack. I use this because it allows me to keep the Maxtrax on when I need them, or take them off when I need to fit into a car park. On the front, I have ARB bash plates and KAON recovery points. And at the back, I have a KAON UHF antenna mount. You may ask why. Here are some shots of the adventures the car has taken me on since I bought it in 2017. The setup keeps getting dialed in every time I go away, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty more adventures to come.
And there you have it. Here's the setup I use to sleep, bake and camp in my car. Thank you for watching Baked in My Car. Make sure to like and subscribe and to follow us on Instagram at Baked in My Car.